Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm. Today we have the rationing update. Before we get into the specifics of the rationing update though, or the specific part that is about rationing, we need to get into some of the other stuff, like the interface has been changed again. They have come up with the hybrid of the old looking interface with the new, more readable interface and the new, more scalable interface. And I've come up with what looks like in the pictures quite a decent compromise between the two. In my eyes, at least at a glance. As we get in here and take a look at it, we might find some more. So before we go any further into the last updates, the latest update, let's do our cycle reset. And you can see some of the new interface here, by the way. And we'll end the cycle, we'll start the new one, and then we can take a look at the new stuff. So, right off, I see, like, there's new icons again on the, they went back to the old artifact icon. They changed it, and then they changed it back, I think. I like the new machinery icon. It's a little bit more obvious. Some kind of color might be nice there, though. I'm not sure. But I like that they went back to the old artifact icon. I didn't really care for the new one, so that's a welcome change. So let's look at what's new in this update. The major component of the update is the ration system. We'll get into it once we start our map, but there's a new consumption screen where you can allow or disallow your villagers to eat specific types of food, raw food, cooked food, to use clothing or not, and to use services or not. And it's been something that the community has been suggesting for them for quite a while, and they initially resisted it because it can cause problems if you aren't careful with it. As you can probably imagine, you could easily starve your villagers out by not having any food that they can eat, even though you have food that is available to them. So I understand, but being able to turn off a specific type of food when an order or a deed calls for having that food, mostly an order, having some of that food to sell, to provide to the order, is pretty essential. Otherwise, you're going to do battle against the game itself, saying, well, I need 50 mush soup for this order. I'm never going to get it because I can't keep my villagers from eating all the mush soup. Also, for services, I need to have 20 of this type of good that's usually used in services. I want to disallow them to use that good for a short time so that I can stockpile those once I've gotten them up to the level of, happiness with it, for example. So that's going to be a really good thing. And like I said, the new interface is the other major component in this update, besides the consumption screen. And then there's some balance changes, of course, as there always are, as there will always be in basically any game. And then they added some more translations and some bug fix type stuff as well. Let's see, consumption screen, new orders, rebalance to orders, rebalance to cornerstones, and recipe priority in buildings and camps has been improved. They will try to alternate between active recipes so that they're not constantly making just one good, which I think that's a good thing too. If they gave us the ability to prioritize them ourselves, that would be fine to override the randomization. But as long as they're random, at least we can predict it. Well, random. As long as hopefully the randomness is such that it can be it can come out to be roughly equal, assuming all input goods are the same. Let's see, the UI we talked about, so a good chunk of bug fixes, and a ridiculous number of these changes and bug fixes and things have been once again suggested by the community. 77 of the 100 changes in the changelog inspired by the community. That's quite a thing. Alright, so without further ado, let's find ourselves a place to go. Maybe we should even start in this Smoldering City, actually. and take a look at the 3 deeds we completed. Is there a way to see just the ones that we completed? Oh, just the 3 at the top, right, duh. So we got 50 XP for that one, winning a game on very hard difficulty or higher, completing 400 orders. We've got an ancient tombstone decoration, and then finally overcoming difficulty, win a game on difficulty hard or higher. So yeah, eventually we'll get the prestige versions of these. I'm not that concerned about them. And then, oh, I guess we could also tab or switch to the upgrades tab here. We have 143 food, 31 machinery, and 14 artifacts. We did unlock level 14 also. We could look at doing this one if we wanted it. The plantation, not that concerned by. The permanent 1% to the chance for bonus production yields. Yeah, maybe. Everything else below there is done because these are now accumulative. You can't take one without taking the previous. Wait a minute. That's great. Oh, I don't have enough artifacts anyway. Let's look at say this one, additional trade route that I never use. Sorry. You guys always yell at me about that, and I still never do it. But the quicker trader arrival is a nice thing to have. I'd like for the trader to get to the point, and I don't know if they do by the end of this, and maybe with one of those standalone bonuses, but I'd like them to get to the point where the trader comes in slightly less than 1 year from the time they arrived, or at least the same exactly 1 year from the time they arrived the previous year, so that you don't have this constant drift of the trader arrival, and where you get that, especially when you get the embark, or not the embark bonus, sorry, the forest mystery that says, hey, you get a bonus to this for selling, bonus amber or whatever it is, for selling goods to the trader only during drizzle. Well, when the trader eventually shifts out of drizzle and into clearance, then you can never get them back there until you shift all the way to storm, and then they start back over in the drizzle. So I'd like for it to be able to at least get down to a year, if not a little bit less, just so you can have that trader popping like every drizzle for those bonuses. So we could take that one. We could take this one, which gives us villager speed increase and gives us an additional embark point. That's almost certainly the one I'm going to take. Can't afford this one. +1 to available charges on all nodes. Embark bonus for scrolls and incense. Probably never going to use those. So let's go with this one that I said that I was probably going to take, which is the embark bonus. And go back to the map now. All right, so we have some choices. We could stomp on these guys in the coral forest here and take this fertile grounds and this ruined settlement. That's kind of fun. Trade block, you know how I feel about trade blocks. Another ruined settlement, another stonewood infestation. That could be fun in the coral forest. We have over here, can't tell what that is because it won't let me mouse over it. Oh, there it is. It was under my deed pinning here, so you can't do that. Okay, another stonewood there. That's right. It's a tree, the tree icon, and another stonewood over here. If I could go for this one. Fertile grounds is nice. Ruined settlement is nice. I could go for this one, which gives me the stonewood and the ruined settlement. Let's do this one. We're at very hard difficulty. That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times, okay, 11 plus 11 plus 11. That makes sense. And over here it would be 7 times 11 plus another 11 for the food, plus another 11 for the machinery there. That makes sense too. I think we'll go with this one because we could just use all the artifacts and the machinery we can get right now. And I think that's a good idea. I'll probably eventually do this or another trade block just because I can't really pass those up. We could also go see if they made... I don't think they made any changes in the Cursed Forest. There was talk about it, I think, or maybe that was just in my chat. Now I can't remember. Wasn't there another one of these that gave both? Stonewood, ruin, stonewood, trade block. Where's the weather anomalies at? Ah, here it is. Didn't weather anomalies used to get both as well? I'm suspicious now. I could have sworn the weather anomalies gave us both as well. All right, well let's do this one in the coral forest here. I think that looks like fun. We're gonna stay with very hard. We could go up to a higher level to get some of those other deeds, but I'm not that excited or interested in pushing myself to these harder levels. I would much rather just do a very hard difficulty, which if you look at this in sort of other normal game parlance, normal is really easy, and then hard is normal. So this is like hard, and that's as hard as I'm willing to get with most games. I forgot about the royal permit. Oh yeah, the gain an additional cornerstone reroll. All right, let's look over here. Coal, parts, wood, 2 foods, 2 people, and water skins. This one could be good. 2 foods. Don't get the extra people. This one we were short a person, so I'm not that thrilled about that one. Plus we're short. Let's see, just get some water skins out of the deal. Short an item. What are we short here? Oh, this one I get planks and fabric. That could be dead useful. Or I can do instead water skins and the extra people. Let's do this one. 6 lizards and 3 beavers isn't a bad deal. 3 beavers can get working on wood stuff, and the 6 lizards can do other tasks. And we'll see what the third race is we get. I'm sure it'll be harpies with my luck. Let's do something with bricks. This is more efficient at the beginning of the game to take bricks rather than clay or stone if you're gonna use it to make bricks anyway. So let's take the bricks. We'll leave, I think, the fabric and the planks behind. I could take the planks. That's not bad, but we're getting them. We're getting 21 of them, so that's really good. Food's always a good choice to take with. We could take a farm. This isn't the fertile soil one, though, so maybe not. That's too much money for coal. I think I'll take some logs, though. We've noticed the last couple of times we've started a new town that when I haven't taken logs, we've starved out our wood chopping in doing our initial building, and having the extra logs is worth it. 4 more points. I think we could take some of this food. 42 vegetables is a good deal for 1 point. Maybe I should take those planks also. Just get a load of planks to start the game with. I don't have to worry about making them for a long time. We could take the amber, though, too. That's an interesting... Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like fun. We've never done that before. And then we can take one of these 2 foods here. Maybe we'll take eggs since we're bringing roots with us already. I've never taken amber because it's newly added since this embark update that we got a few updates ago. So I'm good. I'm happy to see that, and I'm happy to try that out. And we can also, by the way, see some of the new interface here. And I'm really a fan of the color palette and the skin, the texture palette, I guess is the way you should word this. Back from the old interface, I really was a fan of that, and I did miss it, as did a lot of the community when it was just like a plain blue. I like the metal work on the edges. I like, even the stud rivets here on the leather banding or whatever. It looks like leather to me, at least. And then all the leather texture on all these bits. It just looks like it fits with the environment of the game. And then, the brown and the green, having those earth tones is really nice too. Even this gray that looks more like a stone texture is still nice too. Let's see. We knew about all that stuff, and modifiers, we're going to take with us the stone wood, which is going to reduce the amount of trees we're going to be able to chop. The rune settlement, hopefully we'll find that. And then, of course, the 2 coral forest bonuses, diverse flora and inspiring pressure. Here we're going to be able to find meat in the trees, eggs on the ground, roots on the ground, vegetables on the ground, herbs on the ground, insects on the ground, plant fiber in the trees, stone in the trees, crystallized dew in the trees, and leather, I think, in the trees. The reeds are on the ground and the coal is on, obviously on the ground or in the ground. I think that's everything that's found in the trees. The meat goes with the crystallized dew, I think. I always forget these, I don't know why. The stone is by itself and the fiber is by itself, I think. Let's stop. No, the meat with the leather? I don't remember. We'll just start in and we'll see, because I always forget. Let's go. Alright, so we already looked at those. Here for our forest mysteries, we have important matters. Impatience grows 80% slower during drizzle. The queen seems preoccupied with more pressing matters. Looming darkness. The rampaging storm stifles... Oh, wait, no, looming darkness is, right. Hailstorm, we need housing at Hostility 1. No contact. We need to not gain reputation during the storm. From Hostility 2 onwards. That means no turning in orders. Sorry, this one. Vassal tax. The crown requires you to pay 5 amber each storm, multiplied by the amount of years. Otherwise, impatience will grow faster, and that's at Hostility 2 and onward. And alluring lights, we need 2 services, but Hostility 6, otherwise death. So I think we'll be okay with that. Let's click out of this, and let's take a look at some of the interface changes here. We'll have to see how this looks. I wasn't a big fan of the tightened up bars before, but they look at least a little bit cleaner now, so maybe it'll be okay. Plus, it does tell us to 2 decimal places, so maybe that's good too. I like the little frames around here that look like different types of creatures. This one looks like maybe a ferret or some kind of a mammal, and this one looks more like a fish. We have... These might be slightly smaller character panels, and they are shifted up, so they're... I think they're a bit smaller here. They are shifted up to the corner. There was a gap at the top at one point. They also tightened up these a little bit more, I believe. So we now have, you know, a little bit smaller icons for these, but I think I'm okay with that too. They moved the speed down here on the bottom, which I like because it used to be a bar across the bottom. I like it being on the bottom and going left to right as opposed to going kind of bottom to top. Let's see, we have hostility meter still here on this side. The year is that black or really dark circle there. Or the year, the time in the year, I mean. Hostility, yes, and then our forest mysteries over here. All right, icons over here for the trading, for the consumption control, which we're going to take a look at in a moment, and the recipes panel. I like those icons as well. They match these, and then these are different, which makes sense, and even the deconstruct might be a little different as well. These made these icons, I think, a little bit bigger from the last time for the different effects that are applied. I like that idea too, because you can kind of see them a little bit better. How big are these icons? These might still feel a little small still, but maybe it'll be okay, because they zoom them out so that you can see the whole building again. That was the last update, I think. Let's take a look at the consumption control before we start the town. Raw food is listed over here. Only shows the raw food items. No, it shows all raw food items. Okay, I can get behind that. Turning them on and off in bulk, as well as individually. We have... Actually, this is everything. This is everything. They don't show up and disappear depending on... what you can make in your town. Everything's just here. So we have 5 types of complex food. That's it. We have clothing, and we have 6 types of services. So I like that idea. The maximum impact to resolve for lizards is +4 based on the fact that we have 6 lizards, I think. I think it's based on how many we have. And then, so it tells you the impact, the maximum impact of each item to each race, which is a really cool idea. I like that idea. And then obviously what the current impact is, which for everything is 0 because we don't have any of that stuff. We did bring with us, no, we didn't bring with us any prepared food, so we have to prepare our food. And then the recipe screen we know about already. They did change something with this, I think, other than just the UI. No, maybe not. Okay, let's do our usual builds, camps. I like the new camp icon. It kind of shows you, hey, we build stuff here. We collect stuff here. Let's do this here. I think I'll probably open up these over here, but a little bit snug, so we'll build it there for now. Let's build a stone cutter. No, not a stone cutter. We don't have any stone to cut. Build a scavenger as well here. And then a path. I'm not a big fan of the new path icon. I'll be honest. I don't think it represents path right away, just at a glance. But that may just be me, and I can live with it. Our first building choice is going to probably be maybe the forager camp to get the insects, the veggies. We could go with the herb garden though for farming, but roots and herbs aren't high on my list of preferences, so I think we'll go with the forager camp, but we'll wait until we get our first order and our first cornerstone before we make a decision there. Oh, they changed the paths again. The look of the paths. They're not solid boxes anymore. Thank you. I was not a fan of the solid squares. I like the dynamicness of having the path, and I like, by the way, the little stone edges on there. That is really cool. That is really cool. All right, let's also put down a crude workstation. I'm going to put it down here for now, because I'd like to put this somewhere over there, and I think where I want to put this is right where that crude workstation would go. And then let's throw a couple of lizards at this. And we can dig into this glade first. And then I'm going to cut only marked trees. I like that option. We got that one 2 weeks ago, and I'm a big fan. Go up to speed 1.5, aka speed 2. And let's look at our first cornerstone option. Plant fiber per minute is never a bad deal. Extra people each time could get out of hand eventually. Training gear specialization could be fun, but that's really early to get that cornerstone. And then let's wait. Let's see what our first orders bring. But I think I'll take the fiber delivery just because I'm a shill for that one. And then I would like you to also chop out a couple of those trees right there, please. Eventually. What do we got now? Orders. Oh, the new order screen. I saw the picture of this in the update notes, and I like it a lot. I like this little satchel-looking thing, icon, or whatever you want to call it. I guess icon, on each of the orders that you can pick. I'm a fan. I'm a real big fan. Build shelters and have some wood, get 3 people and some mushrooms. That's a good idea. Beaver Resolve gets us some parts, but I think we're going to go with this one. Have a stone cutter and 2 bricks, get some parts, some clay, and some reeds. Or the Trapper's Camp, which we don't need this time, because we're probably going to take that forager, and we don't need to gather meat, because there's not going to be any meat on the ground in this biome, I believe. Because you get meat from one of the tree types. So I think we'll skip this one. And we'll go with this option. And then finally, you have a forager camp. Well, this seals the deal for me. Let's do it. Pick. And that. And let's take the forager camp. Just pop that open. Pick the forager. Scribe, Alchemist, Manufacturing, Explorer's Lodge. Explorer's Lodge is Bloodthirst and Education. Manufactory is... I don't like any of these. At this stage of the game. Should qualify that slightly. We don't need to produce crystallized dew in this biome. You should be getting enough from the trees, I hope. Cosmetics and wine would be nice, but it's really early for those, and cosmetics require oil or eggs, which we have eggs, but require one of these as well, and we don't have a recipe for those. Manufactory might be the best option here. Yeah, let's go with manufactory instead of re-rolling. Weaver gets us a nice fabric recipe. Supplier gets us the moderate recipes for those 3 items. Not fabric, it's water skins now. But it is, and it's flour and it's planks. Workshop's the one that gets us the 3 building material ones at 2 stars each. And the smithy is a 2-star tools, 2-star coats, 2-star packs of trade goods. That one's not bad. This one's not bad. This one is... Let's go with the supplier. Supplies. Alright, so we cracked open a glade containing herbs, bugs, and fertile soil. Great. Let's put down a forager somewhere. Let's put down... nothing there yet. Let's take out some more of these trees then. And I'd like to bring them up this way. Let's put in a road here. Did get some herbs, which needs the herbalist camp. That's our bugs. We'll probably sick our foragers on the bugs right away. I will give you 1 forager. For now. Can have more later. It's only 1 node of bugs, so it won't last very long. 22 charges. So one harvester is fine with that. Forager camp bonus has been gotten, but we need to wait until we get to at least 1 impatience. And because we have this bonus, we're basically getting none right now, so it'll be next year. I want to wait till next year, I should say. I forgot to take orders. Did I take... Yes, training gear. Okay, I'm going to take... As the oddball one, I'm going to take training grounds. Producing training gear, we get Blizzard Resolve on top of selling it for Blizzard Resolve. I'm going to go with that option. It's an oddball one for me, especially this early in the game, but, you know, what are you going to do? Let's also put down that stonecutter camp, just because we can get this bonus here as well, as long as we retain our bricks. Let's see, you can move now. I don't like the smaller move button. Oh, and somebody reminded me that I always forget to point to the entrance of the building at the resource, not at the road, at least for gathering camps. Because they... Let's see, we're going to limit this to 10. I will get back to all of my narration in a moment. Actually, we don't need to make planks. Double check resources here. Default you to stone for right now. I always forget, but it makes more sense, makes logical sense to have them be able to walk in with their 1 or 2 pieces of whatever at the time, rather than have them being able to get to the road faster. Because when they go to the road, they're carrying, 5 or 10 items at a time. When they go to the, when they go back and forth from the resource, they're gathering 1 or 2 items at a time. We should probably build those shelters too. Just the basics. That's all we need. Ooh, we need to also do some tree trimming down here too. I have 1 unemployed worker right now who can build roads for me. I'll take you like this so you have a little bit of a road there. Delete it later. Actually, you can cancel that. I don't need it. Good news right there. We're gonna have all 3 of our initial things done here in the first year before we even have any impatience. Unless there's an advantage to one of them over the others, I would probably do this one first. Because I'm going to run out of vegetables before I run out of bricks. Well, maybe. And definitely before I run out of wood. So. Okay, we cracked another one. There's some stone. Good. Stone, fertile soil, and small abandoned cache. That means that I can put this over here and start gathering stone at my leisure. Let's run the road this way. And then across there. because I think that's where the site should be for the farm once we have a farm. We don't have a farm yet. Move you a little bit closer there, and you can chop chop. I do have the beavers on the trees this time, even though sometimes it's not a great idea, just because of their bonus. They'll get the 10% chance to produce twice as much, and with the stonewood infestation, it takes 30% more time. So I want to compensate from that with that 10% bonus, 10% chance to double, at least a little. Right, and then you all can move down here. Just swish out some of those trees down there. Good. Here. Did we get to 1 yet? No, we are at 0.71. Alright, here's the... oh, sorry, I said year. This is the season circle here. Once that circle fills, the season is over. Let's, should we speed through here? Perhaps. I don't need you because we've got enough stuff, so I'm not going to do that. Let's have you help with some building instead. The supplier can go right here. We have all the materials for it. We're not going to make water skins right now. I'll leave the flour turned on, and then planks is what else we'll do here. Let's go with 30 flour, and clear that. 30 planks. But yeah, I'll leave the flour turned on, because once I have grain, I want to start making flour. If we get a grain farm, of course. I could put that extra lizard over here. That might be a good idea. But I could also have them do some more house building here. I did it again. I did it again, y'all. Do that, maybe. I will always do it. It's programmed into me. I will probably open that one up. Maybe this one as well. Yeah, maybe this one first. Or maybe just mark it first and do this one first instead. Yeah, let's do that. Good job, y'all. I don't need to assign anybody to this just now, but once this is done, we can. Orders. We have... Oil and flour gets us a bunch of people and a farmer pack. Or have 8 lizards with 18 resolve, get a bunch of hammers, get a butcher. That could be useful, especially because of the oil thing. But then again, they're competing each other, so I'm not going to get them both. The lizards, so their resolve is right now at 9. Getting them 18 is going to be a bit of work. Let's take... Oh, we get harpies. Of course we get harpies. Let's go with the... let's go with the 3 harpies. And let's go with this option. A trade hub. I need to build my trader. Pottery per minute. That would be really nice. Not overtime. Not hunter-gatherers. I don't like the resolve lowering, so let's go with pottery per minute. Plus it's orange, so you know it's good. Alright, let's, can we turn an order in now? Yes, we can. Let's turn in this one, as discussed previously. And then I guess we pick one of these. I would like to have the hammers. I don't know that I really want a glut of 10 people. Let's do this one. It's fun. And here, have a bunch of building materials, get some materials to make building materials, and the ratios are all good, even at the crude workstation for these. Or have 8 packs of provisions, which we do have the better recipe for. Get 3 additional lizards, lizard clan support, which is +3 to lizard resolve, and 2 parts. Let's do this one. We should be able to do that just fine. I want to do another slight tree trimming right here. Actually. 1, 2... 1, 2... I think we're going to need to have another woodcutter camp at some point. Let's get that built. Let's also look at a building. Ranch is fun. Plantation, berries and plant fiber. Trapper's camp will pass on that. Coats, pigment, and barrels. Now I already took a 2-star pigment recipe. Coats don't help with harpies. Ranch could be fun to supplement the leather and or eggs, especially... Not that one, sorry. This one. Especially with the training gear recipe, right? No, that's... Nope, okay, I lied. Something takes leather. Water skins takes leather. And either oil or meat. No, not what I wanted. So ranch could be decent. Are we getting leather from... Plate leaf give just fiber, the coral trees, crimson reach trees. Oh, that's right, they give incense. That's what I forgot about. Incense and stone from those, and then these ones give the meat and the, whatchamacallit. So I don't know where we get the... Oh, the leather comes from the snakes. The snake eggs, yeah, and the bird eggs give extra meat. Okay. So, ranch, plantation... This is tough. I really want the small farm for the wheat, or for the grain, rather. Plant fiber is not a bad deal. I didn't take the steady supply of it, so I have to rely on the plate leaf trees for it. Let's go with the plantation. We can always plant some berries, too, and make some wine and pigment, I think, out of them later on. So we should probably think about that, but not just now. Let's assign somebody here. One of you, maybe 2 people, in fact. This wants harpies. Let's do 2 harpies here. I don't know if there's actually anything you can do, though. Yeah, there is. You can make some planks. Let's pull you... This way? Yeah. And then give me some more housing in here. I'll save that spot, because I could put the tree cutter in there. We have 3 unemployed lizards right now. Oh, did you just finish up with the, you did finish up with the bugs. And there aren't any more, so let's retire you. Like that. And then let's put this out here out of the way for right now. Lizard, why don't we put some lizards into this to get them to do some wood cutting. Just a couple of them. Just to boost it a little bit. I guess, though, we could set up that farm down here. Might need to trim some trees, but we could get it started without it. Build those, please. Build me that plantation here, and then we'll move it over. We're going to pop into that glade. I'd like to mark some of these trees here, too. I'm going to move you 2 over here. Like that. There we go. Eggs, bugs, and fertile soil again. Great. We'll get the bugs in a little bit. I'm going to let the people working do the working. I want you guys to do those 2 trees right there. Just to open this up a little bit more. Maybe, or maybe we should just do this instead. That's enough of this for now, I think. Let's put this path in here instead. It's probably just about time to pop our first danger glade. That one's a decent candidate. That one's okay, but I think this one's the best candidate. You can move down here. Not quite, but we can go right there for now. Do this squiggly road like that for now, and then we'll want humans in here, but we don't have any humans, so we'll have to just do somebody else. How many more houses do we need? One. So I'm gonna get that shelter built. There you go. Woodcutter's camp needs to move. That's good. Like that. Let's go ahead and turn in. Nope, not yet. We're only at 0.78. Don't turn anything in yet. Let's instead stone, herbs, and a small abandoned cache. Okay. Out that, and then I'd like to take out some of this, I think, just to open that up. Here comes the storm. We're going to pull out you two. Oh, cut only marked trees. Oops. Pull you back so you're out of range. You can empty out, and then we can clear you out. First delivery. Let's see. Lizards are going to go down to 0. Wow, harpies are only going down to 2? Are they sick? 0.99. I'll wait till the drizzle, I think, to release that. Alright, let's mark these now. We'll let this woodcutter get those. Like that. Let's see. Let's build a manufactory. Here. Road in there. Go ahead and assign a couple of people to this. They can do some plowing they should have already been doing. Alright, hailstorm, but we're completely covered on that front, so that's great. Oh, and I did all this for a reason that I didn't finish doing. There? Let's see, we'll make training gear. Yeah, we can make training gear sooner rather than later. Pause, please. Let's set up training gear. Let's, we don't have a mine yet. We're going to wait on pigment anyway, then. Packs of provisions, we can make those out of eggs. We need to have 8 packs of provisions. And, training gear can just go the usual. Let's go here. Packs of provisions. Let's go with 20 of those for now. And then training gear. Let's go with 30 of those. Make what you can, that's fine. And let's take a look at what we've got here. Deliver this order. Varied delivery. Well, we don't have pack of luxury goods at all right now. Actually, I don't think we have packs of trade goods either. Or open caches. Glade events. Yeah, let's do that one. And danger glade events, get an artisan. We passed on that earlier, so that wouldn't be a bad deal. Plus 1 village of each discovered glade, 5 parts, or rebuild ruined salvage ruins. This one we should take. The reason we should take this one is because we have the abandoned settlement in this So that'll get us easily. Let's do it. And we're down to 0.33, so we need to wait for that next turn in. Okay, and people. A couple of more beavers wouldn't hurt, but the hammers would be nice too. Let's go with this option, I guess. So it's one less people, though. That's fine. It's fine. And then here as well, cornerstones. Fiber delivery line comes back. Packs of trade goods we've sold for more. We can't make them yet. Bonus of leather. 10 ember every time lever dies. But traders will arrive quicker. Let's do this one. I hope we get another trade pack. Or trade goods building, I mean. Because we don't have one right now. And a building. Speaking of. Maybe for the cosmetics, but I'd rather get a different recipe than that. Simple tools, coats, and packs of trade goods. That would be useful. Smithy. Cookhouse. We're hoping to get the butcher. So maybe not that one. And then the clan hall is for... That could be useful. That could be really useful. Dang it. I want that one and the smithy. Because this will affect lizards and harpies, and this will affect harpies. We're getting incense for free from those trees. Camp production bonus. God, I want this one. And I want that one. Which do I take? Which do I take? I'll tell you what, I'm not going to take either. I'm going to end the episode here, and you guys can vote in the chat, in the comments, in Discord. Let me know which one you think I should take. And then I will make that choice at the beginning of the next episode. I'll be recording about 5 hours after the episode releases, so for those of you at least who are early arrivals, you'll be able to make your wishes known. And sorry about that for everyone else, but it's the way my schedule works. And so thank you all for joining me for this episode, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.